The Delian League. When the war between Persia and Greece ended in 449 BCE, Athens, along with many other Eastern Greek city-states, created a cartel called the Delian League in order to prevent another Persian invasion. A cartel is a group of entities that agree to work together to influence market prices by controlling the production and sale of a particular product. However, under normal circumstances, they would be competing. In the case of the Delian League, that product was war supplies that would be used against the Persians. The Delian League was a democracy, and each state had to provide funds yearly. The funds went to the Temple of Apollo on Delos, headquarters for the Delian League. These were used for a later date. For a while, the Delian League was running smoothly, pushing Persians out of Greece, so on and so forth. The Athenians, however, were worried that the Persians would attack the Temple of Apollo on Delos to obtain League's funds. In reality, the Athenians wanted to use the funds for their own purposes. You see, there are difficulties that arise in running a cartel because each member has an economic incentive to cheat on any collusive agreements that have been reached. The members that are actually cheating on the collusive agreements are usually producing most of the product. This small production base, however, means that each of these members must evaluate its rival's potential reactions to certain business decisions that they make. In the case of the Delian League, the member that was cheating on their collusive agreements was Athens, specifically Pericles, king of Athens. He wanted to use the funds for public works, not war supplies. Pericles' opportunistic behavior, which is an act in a partnership motivated by the maximization of economic self-interest and the occasional loss of the other partners, caused the reconstruction of all the temples on the Acropolis in Athens, which include the Parthenon, the Erechtheion, and the Temple of Nike. Now, you may be wondering, why weren't the other city-states protesting? Well, since Athens was producing most of the product, and they had the largest army and navy of anyone in the Delian League, the cost of city-states rebelling far outweighed their benefits. This complacency on the part of the other members of the Delian League led to the whole league being transformed into the Athenian Empire. The empire had a short reign, however, because the Peloponnesian League, a rival Greek league led by Sparta, decided to take out the empire. This started the Peloponnesian Wars, which resulted in Sparta triumphing and bringing Athens under its control. The Delian League shows a startling resemblance to NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. NATO has its headquarters in Brussels, the capital of Belgium. Like the Delian League, members of NATO originally had to provide funds that were used to strengthen the militaries of Western allies, which had to be ready for a potential invasion of Western Europe by the Soviet Union and its Warsaw Pact allies. With the Soviet Union disbanded, however, NATO now just prevents conflicts where it can through diplomacy and through its members' militaries. This resemblance begs the question, will history repeat itself? Will a member of NATO someday decide to cheat on prior agreements? If so, will the other members protest? Or will they be complacent in the creation of a potential empire? If that happens, who will come to defeat this new empire? Thank you very much, and have a nice day.